Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are right now. I am Apatman, and welcome to Luntiang Agama, or to Luntiang Agama, Natural Divine Art Shrine of Healing. And today, we are going to have a meditation, a lesson about mythology, and a cross study or comparative study on the life of the goddess Shekmet, and at the same time we relate the life of the goddess Shekmet into our present situation, which is now we are having uh, what we call this a pandemic situation of the coronavirus disease. So Shekmet is a goddess, an Egyptian goddess from Egypt. Uh, Her role was a warrior hunter at the same time as a healer. She is also a wife to the god Ra, the founder of Egyptian civilization. And she had uh, children. The name of her children is Nefertem and Imhotep. And the center of her worship is in Memphis. So, who is Shekmet? Shekmet is the lion-headed goddess of war. She is one of the oldest known Egyptian deities. She protected the great pharaoh and led them into war. From the breath of the goddess, the desert was born. Her very name is derived from the Egyptian word for power, and she was known for being fierce and bloodthirsty. So, how do the goddess Shekmet came? So, according to the myth, it was the sun god Ra became angry with the people. The reason why Ra is angry is because they were not properly following the laws he had given them and maintaining justice. So, as a punishment for the disobedience of the people, he pulled an aspect of his daughter from his eye in the form of a cobra that transformed into a lion. He then sent her to earth to destroy the descendants. The Eye of Ra became Shekmet. She ravaged the people, and the land was covered with blood. Upon witnessing the carnage, Ra began feeling sorry and tried to call off the lioness. But she was bloodthirsty and ignored his plea. Anxious to stop the killing, Ra poured thousands of jugs of beer stained with pomegranate juice into the Nile, coloring it as red blood. Shekmet, thinking it was blood, drank it so quickly she became completely intoxicated and slept for days. When Shekmet woke up, her bloodlust had diminished and humanity was saved from her wrath. Justice and balance existed once again. Also, as it happened, the first thing Shekman saw when she opened her eyes from her drunken sleep was the creator god Ta. She fell madly in love with him. Together, they had son named Nefertum. The family of three became the triad of Memphis. So this is a lovely story of the love affair of Shekmet and Ta. But at the beginning of Shekmet, it was she was designed or she was created to become a destroyer of humanity. Um, and the reason why she was created uh, or she was put into being by the supreme God of Ra is because of people or humanity's disobedience to the law of God. At that time, the supreme God is known as the God of the Sun, as God of Ra. If we think or meditate or contemplate on this story of Shekmet, it was just like what is happening right now to us. It's probably the 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 the, the coronavirus disease is Shekmet right now, and Shekmet as the coronavirus disease is killing humanity. So it's not only on a certain part of the world, but it's worldwide. And now, even people pray to the Supreme Creator, God. will can't do anything to stop the rage of this coronavirus disease. But through the wisdom of God, according to this mythology, it says, upon witnessing the carnage, Ra began feeling sorry and tried to call off the lioness, but she was bloodthirsty and ignored his plea. Anxious to stop killing, Ra poured thousands of jugs of beer stained with pomegranate juice into the Nile, coloring it as red blood. So here, it's still the wisdom of God that worked, because God loved humanity. Though how much God loved humanity, He still think that humanity should be punished because of their disobedience. And out of their disobedience, this destructive goddess has been made and exists just to punish us from our disobedience of the law of God. Even though that God are disappointed or angry with us, there is still love from the God according to this story, because He is the one who think of intoxicating coronavirus or intoxicating the goddess Shekmet by luring her into a jug of beer stained with pomegranate juice and color it red so that the Shekmet would think it was blood. And upon drinking the blood, or the fancy blood, which is made of beer and pomegranate, um, it says that she quickly became intoxicated and slept for days. So here the god Ra think of how to control the virus or the goddess Shekmet by intoxicating the goddess so that she would sleep for days. I don't know how much days do the goddess slept, but when she woke up, she said her blood loss and had diminished and humanity was saved. So from that time, at this moment, at this current situation that we have on the pandemic situation, we have to. Uh, it's not being drunk with intoxicating drinks, but this is what is asked for us by the government, to stay at home just to relax. It's like that when you are drunk, you cannot you sleep, you stay at home. You don't sleep on the street. And this might be the best solution of the God to stop the spread of 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 the coronavirus, of killing, of bloodshed. No, God have lured the goddess by intoxicating her. And actually, it's not only the story of the goddess Shekmet. I have also seen a story on the Hindu mythology about Kali or Durga, on killing the demon or the devil or the demon Mahishasura. It says that Mahishasura is a Sanskrit word composed of Mahisa meaning buffalo and Asura means demon. Thus, Mahishasura is a buffalo demon. As an Asura, Mahishasura waged war against the Devas or the gods, and the Devas and the Asuras were perpetually in conflict. Mahishasura had gained the boon that no male personality could kill him. In battles between the gods and the demons, the Devas, led by Indra, were defeated by Mahishasura. So even Mahishasura have killed the god Indra, because according to the legend, there no male personality could kill him. So on this situation, we can see that the coronavirus is also like Mahishasura, or the buffalo demon. But let us continue to read the script. So, dejected by their defeat, the Devas assemble in the mountains where their combined divine energies coalesce into Goddess Durga. So, right here on the situation, even the gods do assemble in order to defeat the buffalo demon. No? So, so the Devas assemble in the mountains where they combine their divine energies that coalesce into the goddess Durga. So the goddess Durga is one of the favorite goddess of Hindu mythology. She was uh, the what do you call that, avatar of, or one aspect of the goddess Shakti or Parvati. So the newborn Durga led a battle against Mahishasura, riding a lion and killed him. Thereafter she named Mahishasura Mardini, meaning the killer of Mahishasura. So Mahishasura legend is told in major texts in Shaktism tradition as the Devi Mahatmya. So in here, we can tell that even the gods in the old time when humanity suffered, they are being alarmed. So it is also on the Egyptian spirituality that even the god Ra is being alarmed out of the situation. But the question for us right now, where is God in our midst of this pandemic situation? God is working out right now to provide a cure, and the cure for our station for our situation right now is just to stay at home. And staying at home will will help us to be saved from this pandemic situation. It's not only on the Egyptian civilization, even on the Hebrew Hebrew mythology or scriptures, that there is the myth of the Passover, which until now most Jew and even Christians do observe the feast of the Passover as a sign that God gave salvation to mankind. And what is the history of the Passover? It was during the time of Moses that God instructed that the people should go inside their home and they would paint their door with blood so that the angel of death will not get into that house, because during that time Moses is defying the Pharaoh, because Moses once asked the Pharaoh to release all the Israelites, to free them, let them to journey to their own land. But the Pharaoh is stubborn and did not listen to Moses. That's why Moses asked God, and God told them that freedom will be sent to them by sending an angel of death, and all the firstborn will be killed. So, as a solution, in order for the people to be saved from that angel of death, God told Moses to instruct the people to go inside their home and paint the doorway of their house with blood, so that when the angel of death comes into that house, he will know that this person is instructed by God to get inside, and they will be saved. So at this time, we are also asked by our government to stay at home and be safe from the spread of the coronavirus. And I know God will assist our government leaders to find a cure to this. And the cure that we are looking for is God. To have God in our life. It is also the same think that we don't need to seek God outwardly, but we can seek God inside us. If God created the world, so now we can create our own world within our own home. So let us not be limited by the situation that we had right now, but instead of being locked up inside our home, we use our home to be the place of our own freedom. This is our own land, this is our own place that we can be free of, at least for now. Until all be well, we pray every day that healing would come to each one of us and life flourish in our home as we share our love and we share our thoughts to one another. So until then, may you all blessed be peace. Mayari na. Pag-asatin.